Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Valenti Show with Rico. Unless you have a lot of wax in your ears, you know that I am not Mike Valenti. He is Rico Beard. I'm Stoney. And, Mike and his father, the great Big G, couldn't make it today because they're on a frickin' bender.
No.
A frickin' bender. When the news broke late last night that the Giants and John Harbaugh are finalizing a deal, Mike woke up his father. They met at a speakeasy and just started pounding bourbon all night long, and that's why Mike's not here. And congratulations to Mike and Big G.
Stoney, here's the thing. I got exclusive news. They started off on the bender. They hopped on a Delta flight. They're in New York right now.
Oh, okay.
They are trying to seal the deal. What do you need to know? You need some horse information. What do you want to go? You want to sit with me at Saratoga? That can happen. What do you need? Johnny, work with me. What you want the best slice in New York? I'll tell you where to go.
Yes.
Big G's out there, just like whatever you need. Whatever you need.
I mean, Mike said, you know what, John? You have to sign on the dotted line. To make it real, I'll even admit that your brother never cheated. Okay? That's it. I want you that bad that I'm going to say your brother never cheated at Michigan.
Yeah. He's doing it for Big G. They were very happy. I heard from both this morning.
Oh, good.
So, yes, Big G is, it probably ranks right up there with his kids being born.
They should be. I hope John Harbaugh is obviously up to the media scrutiny. I mean, the Giants have lost, 10 games in 8 of the last 10 seasons, and he's going to be looked upon as a savior. There's obviously some good pieces that they have there, if you believe in Jackson Dart, who I'm not going to say he's going to be as good as Lamar, but somewhat similar skill sets as far as running and throwing and things like that.
I think John Harbaugh will be happy because he's still young. You could still mold him. Lamar was going to do what Lamar was going to do, and that was it. You got to make it work or it's not, and you see it didn't. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, you got Dart, you got Neighbors, you got Scatterboo. You got a lot of young talent there.
Defensive side, pretty damn good too.
Yeah, just, tell Abdul Carter quit being Sharon Moore in the back of the room and pay attention.
He was Sharoning?
He was Sharoning his phone. Yeah.
Yes.
Put the phone down and pay attention.
That has become a verb, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Well, so congratulations to John and all the fans, my friends back in New York who are big Giant fans. I'm not one of them, but he's a really good
That's enough.
David, I'm just wondering, what do you think? Okay, what do you think the over-under before the man who normally sits across from me will complain about something with the Giants? Because you would think there's nothing to complain about, right?
Right now, they had nothing, yeah.
No. If Mike was sitting here right now.
Before the draft, he will be upset about something that the Giants did.
No, he'd be upset now still.
Yeah.
But they signed Harbaugh, but they didn't give her to Joe Shane.
You know what, Stoney?
You're right.
You win.
That's what he'd be bitching about right now.
You win.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody can never just be happy. Like, really? Yeah, but there's no but. All right, we're done here.
Look, I understand the East Coast mentality because I'm from there. He sometimes takes it even way beyond where I used to be. I mean, anyway, all right. Rico, you had a day off yesterday. Did you expect on your day off that we would get hit by sleet, snow?
No.
It was ridiculous.
No. Stoney, I was taking a nap on the couch, got a phone call. Somebody's talking about snow. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? It's not snowing. Look out the window like, oh, wow. All right. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all. No.
So, and I saw, because my wife was looking online were there any explanations for this? And there were some weather people who said, it came out of nowhere. It, surprised us all. I'm convinced, and we'll get into a little bit later, the gambling in college basketball that Jeremy Otto spoke about. But it's getting to the point now with weather because they're wrong a lot. And look, I'm not right on sports prognostications either. So I'm in the same boat with the Rich Ludermans of the world. But soon, FanDuel and DraftKings and all our friends, you're going to be able to bet every day on, precipitation, How much snow are we going to get? I don't know. DraftKings says it's -2.5 inches. Are you going to go with that? Because it's incredible. They're always wrong. How do you? That's your job, your A1 job. Like my job is to be, somewhat opinionated, have some fun, entertain, whatever. My job description is not to pick games correctly. A weather forecaster's job, and most of them, hopefully, have degrees in meteorology. They're supposed to be right.
Yeah, that biggest myth ever. No. It's like somebody saying, hey, dial this number. I'll pick all the winners for you.
Yes.
You're trying to control something you have no control over.
Right.
So people are, the weather people, that's your... Dude, there's so much. I've actually sat in the weather studio at Fox 2, and there's so much that goes into that. David, I worked there.
Yes, I'm the same with him. When I worked at Channel 4, Paul Gross, Chuck Gadigan, you sit in their office, and
you're sitting there.
The amount of information, this is even before, the internet.
I mean,
stuff.
Luderman comes out there, and when he's in his moment, and he's looking at stuff, it's like, okay, he's looking at this screen and following this, and so I give them a credit, you're supposed to know that you're. It's like trying to pick a game.
Yeah,
you think you know all the information, but you don't know that it's somebody's birthday and they're going to go out there and play the game of their life. Or you don't know that this player just broke up with his girlfriend,
right?
And now he's going to go out there and just suck all night long.
Right.
You don't know these things
exactly
when you try to predict a game.
Right.
So same with the weather. I cut him a break because, it's if it was that easy, then take all the playoff games and just try to pick all the winners on the money line.
Right.
Promise you.
Well, I'm one of those yahoos because, like you, I worked in the sports department at the TV stations that could never, for the life of me, despite what the ratings would show, understand why they would spend more time on weather than they do on sports. I could never understand it. What do you want from a weather forecast? What's it going to be tomorrow? What am I have to wear? Is it going to rain? That's it. It should take a minute. But no, they have 4 minutes. Well, earlier today, back in Midland, we had this. But it's the most highly watched part of the news. That's why they do it.
You want me to explain this to you?
Sure.
I can't believe I'm doing this, Dave. I feel like I'm in a class right now. But before David cuts my mic off, it's because most people tune in for the weather and then they're gone.
Right.
So that's why the weather's constantly on in the morning, weather on the 2s, weather on the 8s, whatever it is, because you're only listening for a short period of time and then you're gone.
I get that part of it, like with our, brother station WWJ, or even like in the morning. But like on the 11 o'clock news at night, if anybody still watches that stuff, why is weather getting 4 minutes and sports getting 3? It's a joke. There we go.
Because weather affects everybody.
I know.
Sports does not affect that.
Yeah, but I don't need to know what the weather was 8 hours ago. Why? Who cares? That's not going to affect me tomorrow. I just want to know if my kids are going to go to school. And David's kids, the schools were closed all over the metro area today. So anyway, congratulations to the kids who didn't have to go to school today. Although in some school districts, they had finals. So that kind of screwed everything up. Now, the way this relates to a certain extent to our sports world, and our telephone number is 248-539-9797. There's going to be a big football game being played on Sunday in Chicago, where the Bears will be hosting the Rams. And as of now, and I'm sure it will change, and, well, what did we just talk about? Maybe it doesn't make a difference because it will change. The wind chill for Sunday is supposed to be like -7. I love, the fact that I've been to a lot of outdoor games and it's fun and it's things like that. But I want to know at 248-539-9797, do you wish Ford Field did not have a roof? That if the Lions were playing in a playoff game, like two of their other divisional rivals, the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears, that it would be outside. See, I love outdoor football. However, when it comes to the playoffs, there ought to be a law. Every new stadium that is built should be retractable. It shouldn't be domed. It should be retractable. That way, when it's 70 degrees, 65 degrees in September and October, you can have the great outdoor experience that we don't get at Ford Field. But then again, when it's in December and it's 10 degrees, we do get the comforts of being inside. Because the new stadium in Buffalo, it's not going to have a retractable roof either. Because they're so proud. They pride themselves. Ooh, we play in the snow. We're Bill's Mafia.
Well, I was about to say, Stoney, I don't think the fan base here, they're too soft for that now. Because they've been in the Silver Dome and then they've been in Ford Field.
Right.
You're not used to this anymore. You're not. So, whereas Buffalo, they are. Green Bay will probably never have a dome.
No.
Because it's a part of what they do. Chicago, it's why it blows my mind of when Philly had a chance to leapfrog them and become the 2 seed. It's cold in Philly, but why would you want to go into Chicago, the windy city? You want it's why the Lions had it when they, all games are going to be warm for us. We're not playing out in the elements.
Right.
I get it. Now, fans here would never have an outdoor stadium.
No, I admit
that shit passed a long time ago.
I admit it when I go to the big house for especially the Ohio State game, because that's probably usually when it's the coldest, but there are a few exceptions. I like being in that environment. I'm sure when Michigan State plays big games at the end of the season, Spartan Stadium, you'd rather it be outside.
It's November cold and January cold are two different animals.
Yeah, that's true. All right, 248-539-9797. I also want to ask you this about it. What else in the world of sports should there ought to be a law for? Because I have one that affected me a little last night. 97.1.